Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. I guess I'm not worried with that light. Let me share this to a couple places. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Going to be working on a commission. I've got to run to errands today also and my dentist appointment. So I've got a lot to do this morning. All right. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, peoples? So this piece here, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it fully rendered pencil for the most part, because I think I'm going to turn it into, I may turn this one into a print, but I want to get some of this worked in today. Hope everyone's having a good day. I was watching a little of the Joe Rogan podcast, which I watched it before. The one where he's talking to Elon Musk, and if you've never listened to it, that's a really good podcast. So definitely check that out if you haven't. What's up, Cameron? What's up, Christopher, Sean? Hope you guys are doing well. But it's really interesting. That dude's got his hands in a lot of stuff, but you know that's the way you have to be. If you want to be, especially that successful, you really do. You can't just be sitting around trying to part time it, you know. Just doesn't work that way. But it's a really, really interesting show, though. Mhm. One thing about drawing somewhat small, man. It's a little tight. Itty bitty lines, man. Itty bitty lines. What's up, Heather? Good morning, morning. Like I said, I hope everyone is having a good day. Don't forget, this coming or tomorrow night, rather, we will be live talking to David Sanchez, very talented artist, about his new covers and his upcoming events and shows, etc. Ah, my leg broke. It broke it. Did. So something like that. So I believe the What's the Name book comes out today, right? Does that come out today? The crap. Um, Berserker? Does that come out? I think that comes out today. I do believe that comes out today. So how many people grabbed them some copies? Hopefully some people got some. I mean, sadly, we're the majority of the copies are going to kind of get screwed, I think, since there were so many, made. But oh, la, la, la. Man, I wish people shared my art posts as much as they share my dumbass meme posts. I think I figured out what I'm gonna start doing with that though. I think I'm gonna do these new posts like I did the. Let's see. All right, so here's a little. So he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 right here. Like when I post one of these like goofy ass memes that people like to share, I think I'm gonna go back like after a couple of days and it's been shared a lot. I'm gonna go back and like edit it and put like an art post. It's so weird how that is, man. It's that is such a weird thing. Am I the only one that thinks that's kind of odd? Damn it, pencil stay out there. It's the only bad thing when you use these smaller ones like this 0.03, they will break real easy. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. So that arm's going to be mostly in black. So his boots are kind of like. Widen it just a little. Yep, that is so true. That is so true. And it happens like, it happens with random people, or even heavy followers, and especially family. Family is probably the most notorious for it, really. They won't share your art that you're creating, etc. But they'll share some weird political post or something like that. That looks odd. Why does that look odd? Next week, we're going to be, this weekend I have to go to Texas Friday. Excuse me. And I have to go to Texas on Friday for the in-store event on Saturday at Pastime Comics in Wautuga, Texas. Then Saturday, of course, is Sunday is my daughter's baby shower. So I'll be out of town for that for most of the day. So I won't be doing a live show on Sunday. But I will be having another show on Monday, and I'll make the official post for it sometime today with Bert Morris again. We're going to be talking. Um, a little bit of controversial stuff. We're going to be talking about what happened to Gina with Disney and Lucasfilms. We're going to be talking about cancel culture in general, the hypocrisy of it, the bullshit of it. So the topics on Monday are definitely going to be a little hot. So you guys definitely make sure you come out for that. Make sure you bring your questions or anything that you might have. I'm one of those people. I do like hearing other people's thoughts and opinions on stuff. I'm not going to belittle you or talk shit on you just because we think differently. I don't know why more people can't understand it. I'm also at a loss for words of how people can't, and we'll talk a little bit of it here. But for the life of me, I can't understand or fathom how people don't understand cancel culture is a bad thing, and it's not a truly heartfelt thing. These people aren't canceling people that are actually spreading actual hate. They're just trying to get people canceled and their livelihoods taken from them with their jobs, etc., just because they think differently, and not even about seriously hardcore stuff. Because most people on the general thing all have the same core beliefs about what's right and what's wrong, most of the time. So the cancel culture, they're not out here chasing actual Nazis and hate supremacists. They're chasing people that just happen to be, conservative in a lot of cases, and just happen to have a different opinion. And that's a terrible, dangerous game to play. That's an extremely dangerous game to play. When you start regulating what can be said or can't be said, even again, just because it's a different political view, you're getting into a very seriously dangerous ground. So we'll be talking about that stuff, this coming Monday. So don't be no chicken shit. Show up, ask your questions, give us your opinions and your thoughts on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I'm super excited about that also. Um, he's definitely a very, very talented artist. So this will be a great show, I think. But yeah, you got to, that's it's just I don't understand. And again, the reason people don't get this and don't understand how dangerous it is when you start controlling what your people are allowed to post. And again, we're not talking about hardcore, hateful stuff. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking people that are just posting political view differences, and people are trying to get them canceled, etc. And that's a dangerous game when you start playing that, because when you start regulating what is allowed to be seen, what opinions are allowed to be heard, that turns into a serious issue with freedom of speech. And before any of you chime in with this whole, well, it's a private platform, it's a business, I understand that. But the rules are going to have to change a little bit with YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, etc. Because when you have platforms, especially Facebook and YouTube, when you have platforms this large that really controls the amount of information people can see, and these are the two major platforms that people go to in order to get their information in a lot of situations. When you start regulating it and controlling what can be seen, um, you're falling into the realm of what the propaganda machine, in the 20s was doing. You know, that's a very dangerous thing. That goes against everything that this country was built on, as far as freedom of speech and everyone having a voice. Even if it's, even if you want to get into the hardcore, you know, stuff about uh, actual legit hate stuff. I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of times you have to let these people speak, because in my opinion it shows you who to avoid. Let them sink their own ship, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. um you know I'm all about giving somebody all the length they need to rope themselves with hateful ass comments. But again, that's just the thing. We're not talking about people that's only making hateful comments. We're talking about, there's a problem here with people just speaking a difference of political views and they're being ostracized. We can't allow that, and it has to stop. People have to stop letting it happen. People have to stop giving people free reign to do this to people. Um, and like I said, when you have platforms as large as YouTube and Facebook, the rules and regulations have to change at some point, to where people aren't being, outlawed because they're conservative or they're Republican. It can't work that way. So we'll see. It's got to change. Something has to change. Yeah, I mean and that's just the thing. Again, I can understand if if it's a situation of someone speaking actual hate. I hate these group of people, or I hate that group of people. These group of people need to be hunted down. I get that shit. Actual legit hate speech. Totally understand that. All right, that knee is too far over. Damn it. But when it's not in that ball game, when it's just people voting different and people are creating this cancel culture, that's not how it works, and it needs to be changed. Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing that's going on. And I mean, obviously anybody with common sense understands where it stems from. And it stems from people not having a voice and, not feeling important for so long. And then now all of a sudden they have this power that they've never had before. And in the sense of the mob, because that's what it is. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the mob. Um, the mob mentality. Ooh, hate, hate, hate. Ooh, crush, crush. He's evil. He needs to die. Why am I doing that? I don't need that. You know, that's what it comes down to is that mentality. And that is such a dangerous way to be. Um, you can't do that. It can't be tolerated. Hating someone because they have a different political view than you has to be zero tolerance. I mean, and at some point they were kind of talking about it being turned into a um, um, kind of a hate crime, that if you single people out because of the difference in political view, that you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to harass, and you're not allowed to fire someone, et cetera, because of their political views. And I mean, I completely agree with it. Completely agree with that. That is such a dangerous ground to be on. I mean, you already have, them trying to ban certain movies, and they're trying to ban certain books, and that's not how it works. You can't do that and then expect, not to, relive, history, to repeat the same mistakes. You have to have, you have to have your history in place so you can learn from it, so you can remember it, and you can, make sure you don't ever go back to that way of life. And I don't understand how people can't comprehend that. And like I said, and it's mostly just because they've got a power they've never had before. Because it's this new generation. They've never felt important. They don't have any type of things to strive for. They think their voice is what matters. They think they're saving the population. They think they're fighting some great evil. They grew up in a lot of households where parents didn't pay attention to them. Their friends didn't pay attention to them because all they had was their phones, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a generation of neglect, a generation of people that, groups that didn't have that structure at home, et cetera. Or at least that's my opinion of it. That's definitely my opinion of it. No, it'll never change. I mean, the majority of Silicon Valley is left leaning. The majority of all the platforms are left leaning. It's that whole, and it'll never change until we as a public, because you're not going to convince me that there's more dumbasses walking around with fake woke trying to play the victim card for everybody else, and for the people that's not even claiming victim. Like I said, again, I mean, I hate to put it on the spot like this, but it's a lot of just young ass white people, whether it's females or males. It's young white people for the majority that are screaming all this chaos and nonsense for shit that's not even happening, But and it's not going to stop until people get fed up with it and say, "Look, enough's enough." That's going to be, that's what it's going to have to come down to. But nobody's going to do that because we're all addicted to these platforms. I mean, we really are. I mean, hell, it's the majority of my business. So I mean, I can't walk away from it. I mean, until someone invents a new one, And I mean, I hate that it's that way, but we've definitely, we've lost our way. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Um, I mean, and this is, again, unless someone's making actual hateful comments, say, oh, these people need to die, or oh, I hate this group of people. I mean, unless somebody's making really hateful comments, there's something wrong with you if you try to get people fired from their job. I mean, I'm sorry, like with the Gina topic, and I don't want to get on that topic because I want to save it for Monday. But what she said, even though I don't agree with Holocaust comparisons, I think no matter what's going on in the world right now, it is not on the same level as what happened in the Holocaust. Now, she wasn't comparing what happened. See, that's where a lot of people, and again, that's why I don't think people should use these comparisons, because people lose sight of what it was really meant. Because she wasn't comparing that, the way people are being treated as conservative is the same way as people were treating Holocaust. That's not what her post was about. She was just trying to point out that when you let the propaganda machine start telling you, who to hate and who's at fault, that's when you're going to end up with, problems. And that's what's going on. I mean, so that part of what she was referring to isn't inaccurate. She's just trying to let people know, this is what's going on. You guys are allowing the media and everyone else to tell you who you're supposed to hate and who you should treat differently. And that's 100% what's going on. I mean, there is no doubts in ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're telling you to hate conservatives. They're telling you they're evil. They're telling you they're this and that, and they're telling you if they voted for Trump, they're cruel, hateful people that want to string you up and et cetera, and they're the reason that you can't get ahead, and they're the reason you have college debt, and so on and so on. And it's such a dumbass thought process and mentality. And I agree with them that it needs to change. So that was her thing. She was like, that's how the propaganda machine started, is it was telling you what group of people you're supposed to hate. And that's what happened back then, to the point that citizens were dragging their fellow citizens into the streets and attacking them. And that's what you have. And I mean, that's basically what you have going on right now. The propaganda machine has you attacking people just because they voted different than you. I mean, think about that for a minute. You're being told to hate people because they have a different political view. I mean, that's insane. So I don't know why people can't understand that and can't grasp that. But I mean, I'm also one of those people, I can't understand how people can't realize that the media and politicians don't give a shit about you. That's mind blowing to me also, that people still can't grasp that. And they still continue to bicker and act like idiots, all because the media told them who they're supposed to hate. Because, I mean, that's what politicians want. That's what they always want. And that's us bickering and fighting amongst each other. And that way they can continue to do to us whatever they want to. And people just keep eating it up. Just, ooh, hate. Ooh, it's your fault. You're the reason I'm unemployed. You're the reason this or that. And I'm like, God damn, man. It's just insane. Gotta stop letting the machine tell you what to think. Got to learn how to think on your own. You got to learn how to protect yourself. Again, not only from people that hate, but from people that try to stir the pot. stop being sheep. I mean, that's really and truly what it comes down to, and as simple as that. Stop being sheep. Stop hating your neighbor because CNN or Fox told you to do it. Do. Got to put the building stuff in. If you want to hear some good podcasts with people that are middle of the road, as far as like, they're about fair treatment, they're about respect, et cetera, look at Peterson. What's his first name? I mean, Ben Shapiro is another good one. But Jordan Peterson is a very good one also. Definitely check those podcasts out. You can see them on, their own podcast, and you can see them on Joe Rogan. Well, I mean, I've told people for a long time, I truly believe that a person would have to be naive to believe the government doesn't hide shit from us. I've said for many years, people would have to be naive to believe that the government gives a shit about them. I've said that people have to be naive to believe that whether you believe in a God or not, that we are the only intelligent life in all the galaxies, etc. You got to be naive. I mean, I'm sorry. And I'm not calling anyone stupid. I'm just saying you got to be a bit naive to believe that we're it. We're all there is. And when you compare our world and us as a species to the rest of the universe, etc., we're newborns. I mean, we as intelligent life, and I'm using that word loosely, because look how easy people are manipulated into hating one another. So like the intelligence is very, very dumbed down right now for the most part. I mean, not to mention with the way social media dumbs everything down. I mean, when you call Cardi B a role model for 12-year-old girls, it's a screwed up world. When Cardi B is your role model, it's a screwed up world. When your idea of success is being a woman plastering your shit all over TikTok and all this other shit, that nobody hustles anymore and works like real career paths, it's weird. So again, I use the intel, and again, maybe that is smart. Maybe that's the new smart. Oh, here I can show my tits and make six figures. I mean, maybe I need to start showing stuff and make six figures again. But there's no way. There's no way that you're going to convince me that we're the only intelligent life in all of creation. Again, whether you believe in the Big Bang or whether you believe in a God or whatever you believe in, there's no way you're going to convince me that we are it, that there is nothing else. There's no way. I definitely believe that there are. I definitely believe we've probably been visited many times. I definitely believe that the military or the government in general, I believe, has had those type of conversations with those type of beings. And you can call me crazy if you want, or tinfoil hat person, or you can call me whatever you want. But I definitely believe that there's more to it than what we are being told. And I mean, I hate that, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I don't think our people could handle it if they knew it was a legit truth. I mean, we've had government officials state that some of this stuff is true, especially after the declassification of a lot of things. And a lot of it makes sense also when you look back and you think about the moments in time where we've had like insane leaps in technology. I mean, take phones for an instance. I mean, we had phones, and then we had these little, flip phones, and then all of a sudden there was a major leap into digital. I mean, computerized phones. So I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, you can call me crazy or whatever you want. I think there's definitely been moments in time where our technology did like really huge leaps. I mean, because look how long it took us to get from no telephone to telephone. And, I mean, long time. And then from a working telephone to, a phone in every home took a long time. And then from plugged in telephones to cordless phones, another took time. Then from cordless phones to the first cell phones, that was a pretty quick jump compared to how long it took to do the other. And then jumping from to car phones, plug-in car phones to cell phones was pretty quick. And then the overall jump from flip phones to smartphones was a really fast jump. So, and like I said, you can call me tinfoil hat or whatever you want. It's just there's just no way you're going to convince me that we're it. I refuse to believe we're it. I mean, hell, I refuse to believe it just because of the sheer fear that puts in me that we're it. That's terrifying. That Cardi B is it. That's the extent of what we have to offer. I mean, intelligence is shunned, creativity is shunned, independent thinking is shunned. If you're not part of the SHEET program, you're ostracized one way or the other. You can sit here and spend hours creating a beautiful piece of art, and you might get a handful of likes. Or I can just make a video of me talking about cute face, little waist, big butt, and I have 500,000 views. I mean, that's how stupid our planet is right now. That someone who creates actual beauty gets outshined by some, 17-year-old bimbo on Instagram that wants to bounce her ass in front of the camera. Or dudes on Instagram making, dumbass videos about them trying to look pretty. It's sad, dude. It's sad. So I refuse to believe that this is it. I refuse to believe that this is all we have to offer now. And y'all can say I'm being, whatever, but I'm sorry. Showing your tits and ass is not a talent. I hate to break that to you. It's not a talent. Creating music is a talent. Creating art is a talent. Creating is a talent. Shaking your ass on Instagram is not a talent. But yeah, I kind of want to, I really want to believe there's more to it. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm not using a ruler to create lines for this, in my opinion, when you're doing buildings, be random with your lines like this. And I don't mean random in the sense of, ooh, lines, I mean just random lines because buildings don't sit perfect. They shift over time, etc. But that's all it takes to be successful anymore, man. And that's so depressing. Here's like a weird silence. What's up, Brittany or Bob, whichever one it is today? Yeah, I definitely did a number on my knuckles yesterday. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Yep, I did a number on those knuckles. Yeah, I definitely believe that too. Oh. All right, let me grab other pencil because I need to look up a reference because I need a picture of Scooby Doo. All right, hang on 1 second. That's cool. Julie got her John Wick piece I did. All right, so I need a reference of Scooby Doo. All right, so let's see. So, what is he? What is Scooby Doo? Great Dane or something? Is that what he is? So how do I want to do him? Oh yeah. Because I want him big. Um, hmm. So where's my pencil? So he's got more of a All right, so this is going to be tricky because I am trying to create he's got more of a bigger nose. Um, That's going to be interesting. How do I want to do this? Okay, so kind of like that, I think. And then his ears are more like those kind of ears, I guess. Is he got, how big are his ears? They're pretty big. So something like that, I guess. And then I want the jaw open though, because I want, it's kind of weird. Yeah, this is going to be kind of weird to do. All right, so we'll do something like that. Because I need to keep him like really evil looking, because this like the reason what's behind this, and that's why I'm making him so big. Um, this the person I'm doing this for had someone do um, um, a Batman commission that had Batman and Scooby Doo on a rooftop. And so I told him, it'd be really cool to do one. Does that look weird? That had since he had the good version, to do a bad version with the Bat Who Laughs. Something maybe like that. Is that something like that? Oh shit. because I want him to be bulky. I don't want him to be your normal little bitty Scooby Doo. Um, so I definitely want him kind of looking, a bit more tough looking. Um, Something like that. Then I want to definitely give him some big shoulders. But let's see, what all does he have on him? I need his markings. So he's got what is it, like one right here, and then one like right here. Looks like there's one on his back too, though. How big is the one on his back? Looks like it's pretty big, but does it go all the way across? I mean, I guess I don't have to put it all. I'll just do it like the way he has it. So like that. But doesn't he have like some things on his face or something? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of talking out loud here, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, so like there's a big one right here. And then that big one on his back. Something like that, I guess, is what I'll do. Just something simple. Um, Looking at some of the way they drew him, like in the Scooby Apocalypse. Did he have a long tail or a short tail? Long tail. Okay, so this is coming over here like this. So his tail may be like that. So we'll put his tail in there too. Of course, his little dots on his face. I'm gonna go ahead and put his little eyebrow thingies in here just so it's a little more noticeable also of who he is. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so something like that I think will work. All right, let's see. What you want, Ryan? All right, so something like that I think is what I'm going to do. And then let's see. Definitely want to do some type of skyline stuff in the background. Also, excuse me. Let's see. Do I want to do something big though, or do I want to do? Building over here, and this one I'm not really worried about the lines. Getting smudges everywhere. That's the only bad thing about working in pencil, man. The only bad thing. Oh. I mean, I think it's awesome. I mean, do I think it's kind of dirty? Like, that they they're probably not going to pay him. Yeah. Was it his choice? Yeah, it was. Like you said, I think it just comes down to what it is he really wanted his vision completed, and that this was like the only way he probably could have got it done. Because if they had to spend the money to make all the changes and then on top of it pay him, it definitely wouldn't have got done. So it was one of those things where he had to give up something to have it done. So I think it says a lot about him as a creator. And I know there's a lot of fanboys out there that want to talk shit. Oh, Snyder stuff sucks. I'm sorry, man. I watch a lot of movies in a lot of genres, and in my personal opinion, if you're sitting back saying Snyder movies suck, you don't have any taste in movies. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, I've watched a lot of stuff, and I can tolerate a lot of things, and I can see things for what they're worth. And again, I understand not everyone's going to like everything, but there's just, in my opinion, there's just something wrong if you hate everything that one person does. I think you've just, people's got some fanboy issues, and they just want to bitch and complain. Because I definitely believe Snyder has the potential and has done wonderful things compared to what some people are calling art. So, and again, I'm not trying to upset anyone, but I mean, that's, if you're just bitching because of who did the movie and not giving it a fair shake, I think you're just being a fanboy. Because I so far I've enjoyed a lot of Snyder stuff. And there's a lot of other movies I've enjoyed. Like the people I see bitching and complaining about the MCU, they're just people that want to bitch and cry. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I think what he did was a brilliant way to do it. If you want to see your stuff, because again, Warner Brothers got what they wanted. They got the original movie made. They got it pretty much how they wanted it made with all their dumbass, changes. And so they didn't give a shit. They probably couldn't care any less about having that movie done. Again, Warner Brothers always had this mentality that comic movies are a fad and they're gonna fade away, and they might, but as of right now, they're not. They've consistently proven over the last 12, 13 years that comic book movies are not only a major part of what's going on, they are very successful. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Tarantino. Now, am I a fan of every piece of work he's done? No. I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. Am I a fan of every single piece he's probably done? No. I can find faults with any movie, but I can also see a movie for what it's meant to be, and that's just enjoyable. I can find plot holes in every damn thing. Especially being a horror fan, I can find so many loopholes in horror movies. It's ridiculous. From bad acting to bad writing to loopholes in the story, etc. So, I can definitely find faults. But like I said, I can also watch movies for what they're meant to be, And I think a lot of people lose sight of that. I think they get caught up in the bullshit too much and the fanboy crap, and they want to cry a river just to be doing it. They just want to bash on shit. So that's why I don't pay critics any attention. I don't listen to other people on, and even me, don't listen to me. I don't listen to other people on social media telling me what I should and shouldn't watch. I see that happen a lot. Somebody will make a post in a group. Oh, I finally sat down and watched, such and such, and the movie was terrible. And then I will literally see people chime in with the statement, "Oh man, I'm so glad you you posted your feedback. I was just about to watch that, and I'm glad I don't have to fool with it now. And I'm like, wait, what? You're not going to watch a movie because some random person on the internet told you they didn't like it? I mean, everyone needs to go watch movies. Don't base your plan to watch something off someone else's bullshit. I mean, even with me, I mean, I'll tell you quick what movies I like and don't like, but don't not watch a movie because I said it sucked. It's a weird thing that some people are doing. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, definitely watch movies for yourself and make your own decision. The Little Things. I can't remember if I've seen that or not. It sounds familiar, but I can't remember. I mean, I do. I'm a big movie person. I don't get to watch as often as I used to, but yeah, I'm definitely a big movie person. Um, I can't remember if I've seen The Little Things or not. Um, I mean, I really hope, if anything, this whole ordeal has taught Warner Brothers one major thing, and that's sit down, shut up, and let people. Oh, that new movie that just came out. No, I haven't watched that yet. I heard it was really good though. Yeah, I'm planning to watch that. I hadn't had a chance to. Um, yeah, I will definitely uh, check that out. Um, yeah, I've heard that's real good. All right, I'm about to. Let's see. Um, I'm about to borrow some of Jim Lee's building architecture because uh, I want to add some similar style buildings in here. And Jim Lee does incredible, like just little rough silhouette style things in the backgrounds with buildings. So I'm going to borrow some of his building stuff because I just don't have building stuff memorized. Um, Got to add some little silhouettes in the back, but I'm not copying them exactly or anything, but I'm just kind of using them as reference to get some feel for some different designs. Man, what? I'm just getting smudges everywhere. Is it on? Which finger is it on? Is it on the glove? Shit, I can't tell. Yeah, if you ever have issues drawing stuff, if you can't get hair just right, find out who your favorite, hair person is, who draws hair. Mix that in with your stuff. If you're having trouble with buildings, look at the favorite person you like for buildings, mix that into it. Um, there's all kinds of stuff that you can mix in because it's not about being exact or anything, but it'll just, sometimes it'll see how someone else does something will give you ideas. Give you some fresh thought on it. or pull up reference for city, um, skylines or something like that. That'll help you out too. See there it is again. What? Starting to think it might be on my glove. Yeah, I heard it was. I heard it was really good, so I definitely want to go check it out. Which, dude, I mean, I told you guys, I know there's a lot of haters out there with Leto, etc. But man, I told you guys, I think, I think if he was given a fair shake, I think he could be very creative as Joker. So we shall see. We shall see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do. My ear itches. Mm-hmm. Let's see. No, I'm going to do because what I'm going to do is I'm kind of fleshing all this out in pencil because I want to scan it into the computer, just in case I decide to do something with it print wise later. So I'm going to get the pencils kind of rendered, and then I will jump over and start inking it. That's weird. I'm hoping to have the mystery boxes shipped out in the next week or two. Got a lot going on over the next week. So I'm hoping within the end of that following week, I can get them all shipped out. I'm waiting on some product to come in that's going to go inside the boxes also. And also, I've got I'll be putting in the order for the Angry Artist baseball caps today, too. Yeah, and it's Scooby Doo. It's Scooby Doo Hellhound. I mean, I wanted to make him more mean looking, but I can't get too far from who he is. Otherwise, people really won't be able to recognize it. But I'm pretty sure with the ears and the mouth being like that, I'm pretty sure it'll be, really recognizable as who it is. So, because I know the other thing that I want. You got to have the little balloons if it's Gotham. Got to have those. And I wish I could zoom. Is there? Hang on one second, guys. I want to see. There's got to be a way to zoom in on this. No, I don't. Hang on one second, guys. All right, let's see. So if I go to cam mic, camera, advanced doesn't give me anything general. Wow, really? Is there no way to zoom in? Wow. That is interesting. So there's no way to zoom a camera in other than physically, you know, pushing the camera down. Wow, that's kind of messed up. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Um, Sorry about that, guys. I wanted to zoom in some more, but apparently you can't. What time is it? Okay, I got to keep an eye on the time. I have to go to the dentist in a little bit. All right. Okay, so something like that, I think is what it's going to do. Okay, what time is it? My appointment's at 12. Okay. All right. Okay, so something kind of like that, I think, is what it's going to look like. All right, guys, let me jump off here, grab all my stuff I need to take uptown because UPS was supposed to have been here damn yesterday. And of course, after I sat around the house, all afternoon, evening waiting on UPS, they never showed. So they're supposed to be here sometime today delivering a CGC shipment. But I've got to go to the dentist at noon, so I'm going to get off here, grab some lunch, and then, of course, tend to everything for the dentist. Then I've got to run to town. I've got some art going out to some of you guys here in a little bit, so I'll have some tracking numbers for you. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees again today, like it was yesterday. So I am definitely going to go uptown and enjoy the beautiful weather. Hopefully CGC won't show up too early and mess up my damn day. See my reference that I'm using. Got to have a little bat who laughs mine. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and chit-chatting, as always. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you later.